War of the First Council by Agrippa Fundidus. This account by an imperial scholar, Agrippa Fundidus, is based on various imperial and Dominant sources. Wow. And written for Western. You know what? I can also say that. The reason why I can't say it's right now because I'm actually really tired. There you go. Good excuse. Good excuse. Perfect. Absolutely. If I wasn't so tired, I'd be nailing this shit easily. The War of the First Council was a first age religious conflict between the secular oh, calm down, bro. Down the houses, the women, and Dagoth. In the Orthodox Dharma houses in Drill, Redovan, Dris, Hilau, and Tilvani. The First Council. Hold on. At his knees. The First Council was the first pan-Dharma governing body which collapsed over disputes about sorceries and achievements practiced by the women and declared profane by the other houses. The secular houses, less numerous, but politically and magically were advanced, and aided by Northern Orc clans, drawn by promise of land and booty. Initially campaigned with great success in the north of Morrowind. I'm trying not to let my mind go in the gutter a bit. Booty for gold. And occupies much of the land now, comprising Redmond, Bottomville, and Tilvani district. The Orthodox houses, widely dispersed and poorly organized, suffered defeat. After defeat, until Nevervar was made, Nevervar was made general of all house troops and levies. Nevervar secured the aid of nomad barbarian tribesmen and contrived to force a major battle at the Succulent. Succulent. If I say succulent, oh my god. Wow. Secular stronghold of Len Mountain about I just noticed I'm just saying succulent the whole time, dude. Oh god, man, I could go to the restroom. The secular forces were outmaneuvered and defeated with the help of Ashland discounts and the survivors forced to take refuge in the defenseless stronghold of Ben Mountain and the besieged. Treason permitted Nerva and his troops to enter the stronghold, where the secular leaders were slain, and Nerva mortally wounded. General slaughter followed in the house women and Dingar. were exterminated. Neverbar died shortly before of his wounds. Three of Neverbar's associates among the Orthodox houses, Vivek, Almexia, and Saktasil, succeeded to control of the recreated First Council, renamed the Grand Council of Morrowind, and went on to become the gods, kings, and immortal lords of Morrowind, known as Tribunal, or Elmsiri? Yeah, Elmsiri. Nikki, succulent. I just noticed I've been saying succulent the whole time. Dude, god damn it. I can go to bed at some point. Hi. Never. Page 19. The 5 songs of King Wolfgar. Shortest tongue. I'm not gonna sing, obviously. Fuck that shit. The first song of King Wolfgar is Ancient. Oh, I'm not gonna sing at all. Ancient. Circa. 1 E500. At the defeat of the Elysian army at the Columbia Wars, where King Hog Mirkiller was slain. Wolfgar of Benmore was elected by the Pact of Chieftains. His throne was so powerful that he could inevitably swear into the office, and scribes were used to draw upon his oath. Immediately thereafter, the scribes wrote down the first new law of his reign, a fiery reinstatement of the traditional Nordic pantheon. The edicts to outlaw the priests put to the stake as the halls set ablaze. The shadow of King Morgas have ended for a span. For his zealotry, King Wolfgar was called Shortest Tongue, and Eastmere, Dragon of the North. Kind Son. The second song of King Wolfgar glorifies his deeds in the eyes of the old gods. He fights the eastern orcs and shouts their chief into hell. He rebuilds the 418 steps of High Rothgar, which had been damaged by a dragon, when he swallowed a thundercloud to keep his army from catching cold. The Norse call him the breath of kind. Old Knocker. The third song of King Wolfgar tells of his death. Okay, an enemy god had always tried to ruin the Norse, even in a war where he stole their years away. Seeing the strength of King Wolfgar, okay, summoned the ghost of Alduin timing it again. Oh shit. Nearly every Norn was eaten down, just 6 years old. That's crazy. Boy, Wolfgar pleaded to Shorn, the dead chieftain of the gods, to help his people. Shorn's own ghost and fought the timing of it on the spirit plane as he did at the beginning of time, and he won. In Orc's folk, the orcs were ruined. The boy Wolfgar the sky he learned a new doom. What happens when you shake the dragons just so? He uses new magic to change people's back to normal. And his haste saves so many though. He shook too many years out of himself. He grew older than the Grievous and died. The flames of his piety were said to have reached the heart of Cain himself. Itself, my bad. The Ash King. The fourth son of King Wuthgar tells of his rebirth. The dwarves and devils of the eastern kingdoms had started to fight again, and the Nords hoped they might reclaim the ancient holdings there. Because of it, they planned to attack, or gave up knowing they had no strong king to lead them. Then it walked the devil of Dagoth. Who swore he came in peace. Moreover, he told the Nords a wondrous thing. He knew where the heart of Shorn was. Long ago, the chief of the gods had killed an elven ghost giant. Elven giants, and they ripped out Short's heart and used it as a standard to strike fear into the Nords. This worked until the goat Eskimore shouted some sense to the Nords, fought back again. Knowing that they were going to lose eventually, the elven giants had the heart to shore, so that the Nords might never have the god back. But there was the devil Dagoth. The good news, the dwarves and devils of the eastern kingdom had his heart. And this was the reason for their recent unrest. The Nords asked the devil Dagoth why he might betray his country mirrored. So, and he said that the devils had betrayed each other since the beginning of time. And this was so. And so the Nords believed them. The tongues sung Shor's ghosts entered the world again. Shor gathered an army as he did of old, and then he sucked in the long the wind ashes of King Wuthgar, and remade him that he needed a good general. But the devil of Dagoth petitioned to be that general too, and he pointed out his role as a blessed harbinger of this holy war. So Shor had two generals, the King Ash and the devil of Dagoth, and he marched on the eastern kingdoms with all of the sons of Skyrim. The true sons of Skyrim, Nikki. The true sons of Skyrim. For sure. Time is it?